Hello everybody, thought I'd give you a quick update on how my Jetty project is going. And let's have a look at it. So I pulled down the Git repository and you'll see that I've left these square 1, 2 and 3 pieces of code for historical reference, but it's now called Jetty Launcher, which hasn't changed that much. And there's now a new main program, just Jetty. So I quickly compiled that. Let's see what it does. And you can see there's a single pretty little picture of a jetty. Click on that, add new launcher. Okay, let's put software updater in there. And let's move that. As you can see, I've moved my desktop icons to make a little space. Okay, let's put in another one. Art Paint. Now, Art Paint is not in the path. So it's going to say, can I make a symlink so that it is? Click OK. And there's Art Paint. Alright, so if we now click on this, there we go. Same with that one. As before, each of these styles will save its settings by itself. You don't have to line them up like that. For example, let's make one for terminal. And I decide that terminal is so important by itself that I'm going to put it down here. So I can just slam the mouse in that direction whenever I want a terminal. Now, if I decide I've messed up and I don't want this to be remembered, then I can delete all those configurations and start from scratch. Okay, but terminal, let's just select it, call up the menu with the M key. I think I want to change that tile because it's such an important one. There we go. Now it really stands out. So we have a look at the code here. You will see that I have actually stolen quite a lot of my own code from the other program. It's a much simpler program at the moment. Then the only really new thing in this is right at the bottom here. Where is it? Ah, here. Last time you saw this, these were borderless windows, but I decided it looked a bit better with a border, a little bit more three-dimensional. Problem is, even if it's a 1 pixel border, then the user can use it to drag the tiles, and then they're no longer in my lovely 64 by 64 grid. So I put this little piece of code here, and that just stops you from doing that. Well, it lets you drag, but after 1 pixel it just jumps back. So effectively you can no longer move that with a mouse. The other thing that you may find interesting, let's just close all this down. What happens if I put my desk bar on the other side? Oh no, it's this one here, right. A little difficult to grab this little thing with the trackpad. Okay, desk bar is now on this side. Let's call Jetty again. And as you can see, it now opens up on the other side. So it respects the desk bar, it doesn't try to compete with it. After all, this is supposed to be a launcher for your most used programs, not for every program you have on your system. So now if we add a new launcher, let's add Genio. Yeah, let's do that. Oops, there's no icon. Why is there no icon? Because this is a fairly new program and I haven't stolen its icon yet. But of course we can have a look if there's something else that will more or less do the job. Let's see. Well, this is just an example, so we're not going to worry too much about. Alright, and now we just end, and then you can have your launcher on the other side. Okay, so Jetty is always going to respect the position of the desk bar, and I can show you the code for that. Right here, avoid position, peak desk bar position. If you look that up in the help file, you will see that there are 6 possible positions for the desk bar. And so this Jetty main tile is never going to show up at the bottom of the screen. It'll always be at the top. So I really only needed very few possibilities. 5 times out of 6 it's going to appear in this corner. If you put your desk bar to be a long strip along the top, it'll be 64 pixels down. Alright, let's just close all. Let's see if we can get it that way. Oops. This is much easier with a mouse. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's Let's try that now. See, then your launcher will start 64 down. So I've tried really hard for this program to be a good haiku citizen and not interfere with the desk bar. Of course, yeah, you do get that. That's pretty inevitable. So, what's next? Well, I need to be able to close everything down. Right now you have to close down each of the tiles and then the main tile. Of course, there is this close all here. So it is possible, I just don't know if that can be done through some kind of scripting action. I'll have to figure that out. Then I have to figure out how to make Jetty remember the last launchers that it had on and bring them up automatically the next time I run the program. Because recreating all these launchers every single time, well, that's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Little program of mine is coming along very nicely. And I will have my dream of a NeXTStep-style launcher on haiku. Yeah, there's a lot of work still to be done, but it's taking shape. Thanks for watching.